Good evening, Craftocracy. I am Pentagonal, former leader of the APC in the Fortnite Battle Royale, and today I am announcing that we have rebranded the Fortnite party to Reform MC. Now, I've got a long history with the server. You may know me for the crash out of the first election, and I will admit that was embarrassing. But the reason why is something happened on that specific day, and I turned out to be having a really bad day, so I acted on impulse. The server shut down. I did not intend for the server to shut down. Like a huge domino effect happened when I left, and then the server shut down for like a few days. And then everyone realized that was a impulse decision, and we should not just delete the server. So now we're back. I joined a few weeks ago, or a few days ago, to form the FBR, the Fortnite party. It was a joke party. You may have seen my rally. You may have seen the second debate. I was unhinged. I was joking around a lot, and obviously, everything I was saying was just one big joke and will not carry into my Reform MC debates, and my rallies, and my campaigns, and my policy. So, maybe except the Morgan sucks bill, but only if we keep beefing, okay? Now, I, as leader of Reform MC, am happy to announce that we will be the first party that I'm aware of, the first party to switch to an elected candidate system. And to take it a step further, when we start constructing the Reform MC HQ as well as the MSC, we will have debates for our candidates before the vote. So we will be moving to a completely elected party system and not appoint candidates and vote on what candidates we want. In the instance where only one candidate is running, then I guess a candidate will have no competition. So I guess he just wins by default. They just win by default. In the instance no candidate chooses to run, then I'll just fill the spot. But if multiple candidates run in the Reform MC elections, then we will have a debate and we will have a vote, and then the elected candidate will become leader of Reform MC. Now, as the name suggests, Reform MC talks about reform, but we won't be extreme in a sense that we will try to reform everything. Think of Reform MC like the APC controlled by me, hosted by me, ran by me. We will try to strike a balance between bipartisanship and solid ideals that we may only carry. What I mean by this is we will try our best to strike a deal with other parties to get what we all want, to make common agreements. However, there will still be reforms which only we may agree on, but we will fight for. Now, I won't go all out like I did in the first debate, because I will admit, I said stuff which I most likely will not be able to set up in one term. However, that doesn't mean I won't experiment with policies which may just completely drastically change one element of the server. So, Reform MC is the first is the first party to have an elected candidate system. And I really hope that other parties eventually follow suit, because that will help parties maintain their growth as leaders come and go with different but similar ideals to add variety to the order of the server. Now, what does Reform MC stand for? Well, first of all, that zombie was a fucking asshole, so ignore that zombie. Second of all, Reform MC, as I said, stands for common sense agreements and reforms which may conflict with the other parties. So, how do we balance this? Well, this is why I call all leaders constantly to have a interview. Not an interview, a meeting. Live streamed on YouTube and some in private. We need to make contact with the other parties a very regular thing. We need contact everywhere. We need communication, and we need it frequently. Because, frankly, if we all just sit in our little bubbles, nothing will get done, no agreements will be made, and we really have to frequently communicate on server issues, ideas, mods, and stuff like that. So, my message to the NBF, I really agree with your state idea. It's brilliant. but we should really perfect it before release, before we pass the bill. Because if we just make a state system without any, different things, different elements, people will just be promoted to just hide in their little bubbles and refuse to work together. Also, by the way, there's pillagers over there if you don't see them. I don't know why they are invading my speech again, but I think they are ignoring us. So yeah, I want to work with Broken Fox on the state idea, but we really need to perfect it before we can pass it to promote server unity instead of just people hiding in their states and working only for their own interest. My message to the my message to the recently elected APC officials: you better work with us because at any point we will work in our own interest. Like, I do agree with a lot of the APC has to say, but I also agree with what the NBF has to say, what the SSI has to say, even what I don't know much about Squid. We have to see that in the next debate and the realities if we have any. But I want to work with everyone, but I won't stick with one side because I'll be honest, the Fortnite bit was a bit. I was not intending to win as the Fortnite party. However, I am running now seriously on Reform MC, and I want to win. Even if my party strips votes away from the APC to cause an NBF victory or an SSI victory, it only depends if I can't get the votes I need to be competitive. Because I'm not trying to cater to a specific party. I don't want to make a party win. That's not us, because we are serious this time. So my message to the APC is do good this term, and maybe I will consider giving you a second shot. But as of now, I'll be running for myself, and my own party will be running seriously to win, and not to make the APC win or the NBF win. So that's my message to the APC. Same message can apply to the SSI. We have to work together. We have to do good. We have to be the best at working together, making agreements and disagreements, and still coming to common conclusions. Reform MC plans on reforming money fiends while keeping common ground, and that's what we will do best. We will have plenty of bizarre ideas, and I will hammer those ideas into the ground. I will try to get them passed, and if not, I will fight, 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 fight for those ideas to get through the legislation. Now, this will be a very hard for us, because we are still a pretty small party. We got 5 votes last time, and we still may struggle until we gain more ground. Which is why we are doing something big this term and other terms and for the future. We need coverage. We won't get coverage if we just hide until the debate. We will get coverage by making frequent appearances in the forms of interviews, rallies, and maybe a national convention, because we need the coverage. And this is something I also want to expand on, because the other parties need to do it too. Because not only do you increase the amount of coverage you get for your own party, but you get the Craftography YouTube channel uploading more frequently. So more people can be recommended the videos, more people will be introduced to the server, and more people will be interested. Because the more you upload, is more videos to feed through the algorithm that will pump out recommendations to people who may be interested in a Minecraft server. So I believe that if we all work together as a server, we can pump out many videos on the main channel by getting Gale, or maybe if it gets too much, you can get someone else to help, to record, upload, and perfect the channel schedule and increase coverage for not only a party, not only an individual, but for the channel itself, for the server itself. And I encourage all parties to follow with this trend, because I think it will be very beneficial to the entire server, not just one party. Because let's be honest, of course I'll campaign for myself, but you can too. It's only who campaigns best. That's how you win. The final thing I will say before wrapping this up is independent voters. A lot of them are coming from Planet Minecraft or Reddit invites, not invited by specific people. So there are a lot of new independents in a server, which tend to have less biases than others. My message to you is keep up with the current uploads and form your own opinions. You can either join a party from there or remain independent and open-minded. Because frankly, with people joining the server from completely different areas of the internet without direct invites, that's going to bring a lot of traffic. But most importantly, it's going to bring a lot of non-biased traffic. Because let's be honest, friend groups are biased. Bias isn't a bad thing, but it does exist. With these non-biased individuals being invited from Reddit or Planet Minecraft, non-direct invites, there will be a lot of open-minded people. So this is why I want the Craftocracy channel to cooperate with all the parties to upload our content, so we can have not only a active upload schedule, but so the independents coming from everywhere around the internet have something to look at and have something they can use to form their own opinions. Now, Reform MC intends to work with all the other parties, and I want to schedule many private and public interviews, rallies, and leaders meetings. Yes, we want to meet with all the leaders. We intend to do a public meeting around Tuesday, I think, Tuesday and Wednesday, and we will talk about many topics live on the YouTube channel. We will debate, come to agreements, maybe disagreements, but I will be ready for it. And I invite all the other leaders and the president of Craftocracy, Domino, to come so we can have a nice talk. And I really think if we can keep a consistent upload schedule to not only bring more traffic, but give people a reason to actually vote differently. Because all these non-biased new people coming from Reddit and Planet Minecraft and stuff are most likely confused. Yes, there's a few uploads, but there's nothing really on the specific parties and their plans so far without digging. You have to dig a lot just to find like a specific party's out like plan and stuff, their manifesto and stuff. So if we can have consistent upload schedules where the parties and their leaders or the members talk about why you should have your vote, then that's gonna just increase traffic, increase knowledge, and make the server a much better place for noobs and the pros. The noobs and the OGs, the noobs and the top dogs, and the noobs and the hot dogs. Because I love eating hot dogs. It's one of my favorite fast foods. You know, if you even count hot dog as fast food, but I love hot dogs. But that's off topic. The noobs and the guests, you know. So we need frequent YouTube uploads. We can only do this if we all work together as a server, regardless of party, regardless of affiliation, regardless of position, to get uploads. You have to get recorded, Gale has to edit, and Gale has to upload. But if a lot of people are doing this at the same time, it'll be kind of overwhelming. So we may need a team at some point to assist with this. But I can't say when. It really depends on if people follow suit. I am Pentagonal, leader of Reform MC, and if my party bill, which I posted in the party announcements, gets passed by my own party, I think it's like 1 or 2 votes away from passing, we will host a election for our party leadership, and we will host a Reform MC leader debate. Because I believe we are the first party to have an elected system, and I want the other parties to be interested in having their own. Thank you, goodbye, and please forget about Fortnite. Goodbye.